Hey, my friends! It's time for After Dark with Ginger Pam. Welcome in. Make sure you grab yourself something to drink, a snack, and take a seat. Remember, this is a chatty, crafty time for adults, not necessarily mature. We will probably have some innuendo. There will be some things that probably don't need to be heard by younger kids or anybody not of age. So if you fit that, head out the door. You can head over to Crafty Witch 2320, I think is what it is. She's fun to watch and really sweet. All right, friends, have a seat, grab a drink. Harley and I got some messes to make. All right, so I'm so excited. I got my gouache today. Woot, woot, woot. So we are going to be playing with my gouache. Let me get this out of the way. I'm not an expert on this stuff. Hey, Angie. So far, all is just you and I, but yeah. Oh, there's Mary. Hey, Mary. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the thumbs up. I'm just finishing up my ice cream, and I didn't expect Juju to finish up that quick. Hey, Diana. So today, hello, Yuda. My gouache came in today, and this is what they call artist gouache. So it's all good, Angie. Off you go if you need to go. It's not a big deal. You know that. You know you can pop in and out as much as you want. Everybody else does. So people come and go all night. It's all good. Hey, Yuda. All right. So artist gouache. The difference between artist gouache and acrylic gouache is that with this gouache, you can wake it back up. So it kind of works like watercolors, as far as like that you can wake it back up with water, whereas with acrylic gouache, just like with acrylic paint, once it's dried, and you can't wake it back up and make it work anymore. Now, it doesn't, the thing that is different than watercolors is that it is a it's not a clear, it's not a yeah, that's something I can't read. It's not see-through, it's not transparent, I guess, or translucent, like watercolors are. You can make it that way by brushing it out, you know, just like you would with a watercolor, how it starts out a little bit darker and then kind of brushes out a little bit. This will do that and get it to the point where you can get it kind of clear like watercolor, but it kind of acts at the beginning more like an acrylic, but not exactly. I'm not an expert in this. This is just something that I've learned from listening to Karen and getting her Angie. Nobody here thinks that you're a kid. Everybody here knows you, girl. Yeah, so everything I know about this is just what I've learned from Karen and her suggestions. So my goal tonight is just to play. I'm only on for an hour and a half. I'll be here until about 11:30. And then Salla will come on, so we'll head over to Salla's after that. In fact, let me pin her link so that I don't forget. All right, there is her link, and I will pin that to the top up there. So when it's time to head over to Salla's, we've got that there. Bye, Ange. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, that's my plan tonight. I'm going to play with the gouache. We're going to play with the gel plate. Are you out of here too, Mary? I'm gonna grab my stencils. Totally did not expect Juju to end that fast. And I got my ice cream that's sitting here melting, so I'm sorry. Mm. All right. So, as I'm playing with this, if you have any, oh, we got 2 layers going on here, friends. I did not realize that. Nice. Alrighty. I bought the set that has more colors because you never sleep on Sundays. I'm old too. I do all my sleeping during the daytime because I am usually here in the nighttime hanging out with all of my friends. So welcome, welcome. You are welcome to stay as long as you want to, Mary. All right. So I was saying I bought a set with more colors simply because right now I don't want to get into the whole learning how to mix colors and looking at the colors and trying to figure out which color has this color in it and that color in it. And I'm not an artist, I'm playing. My purpose is to create stuff for my planner. Maybe create some things that I can maybe put on my Ko-Fi shop, or to sell or to provide as freebies for you guys. And there's no way that I would remember how to make what I made to get the color that I wanted to get. You know what I mean? So I'm not going there. All right. Last scoop of ice cream there. We are done with that. Put it out of the way somewhere so that the kitten doesn't get to it. All right, so we got our colors. I got my templates, my brayer. I guess I should move the what you call it? What is that stuff? Cheesecloth out of the way. I forgot to grab some paper, so hold on just a second, friends. All right. We got paper. The paper that I'm using is, I had a stamp in my pocket. Why? I don't know. Because I did. I don't know. The paper that I'm using is a copy paper, but it's a it's coated and it's a thicker paper. It's not a presentation paper. It's not a photo paper, but it's probably a little bit closer to a presentation paper than a copy paper. So it doesn't stick to the gel plate like my regular copy paper was. It also works really well for the brayer offs, so I like that. All right. If you are somebody that uses a gel plate and you have things that you like to do on your gel plate, please tell me. because I am new at this. I'm learning how to use it. Hello, Miss Jan Katie Fiddly Bits. Oh, yay. Thank you, ma'am. I'm waiting for all my packages. I haven't gotten any of them yet. The post office was supposed to deliver the first of them yesterday and didn't do it. I was really mad. Really mad. I've been looking forward to it all week. So, all right. So my plan is to, a little bit of something that's stuck there. That doesn't cause problems for air bubble or something. Okay, so I'm just going to start off by playing. Let's see, let's find, ooh, this one looks pretty. Oh, yay, English on the other side. Portrait tone, so that must be like a skin tone. And cerulean blue. I love this color of blue. But actually, this is a pretty color too. Now it says it's emerald green, but that looks a lot lighter than emerald green. But let's give those two a shot because that looks pretty. I'm going to put these in here on the English side so that I can read them. You're not good at it? Guten Morgen, Frida. All right, so what I learned from Debbie the other day was to put the darker colors down first, pull with that, put the darker color down, put your stencil on, pull with that, let it dry, then put your lighter color on top of that. So if I'm going to use these two colors, I think the darker color that I'll use, I'm wanting kind of a green. This is a green deep. I haven't swatched these. Like you guys saw me just open them up when we were sitting here. So I don't know what they look like. So we're just going to play. And if something comes out looking way funky, then we will know that, no, that's just a little bit too funky. There's a peacock blue. That might look pretty with these. Let's try the peacock blue. Can't hurt, right? Okay. Squirt bottle. I'm going to put some water on this because this is kind of thickish. And I want just a little bit of water in there. You see, doing it this way actually is going to make it more like a watercolor, which is fine by me. I am not opposed to watercolors at all. All right, so do you see how that's beating up like that? I could leave it like that. In fact, let's leave it like that and pull it. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull it looking like this. Yes, I got my gouache. Isn't it exciting? So we're going to pull it looking like this, and we can see what it looks like doing it this way. This is going to come out more like if I was smooshing, putting ink just down on my mat and smooshing that way. And my thought is it's going to come out more watercolory looking. Ooh. Look at that. That is gorgeous. It doesn't smoosh out as much as the watercolor does. I noticed that it stayed kind of pooled up. So that's something that I need to remember and possibly push it around a little bit more with the paintbrush when I'm doing it. Oops. We gouached the table too, apparently. So let me soak the gouache up off the table too. Why not? All right. So that's what we got out of that. I'm going to let this dry, and then we can use that to stencil over top of and make something pretty out of it. So I'm going to just set it off to the side. This time I'm just going to put the gouache down and not add water to it and see. Hopefully I can get enough that we can do something with it here. Oh yeah, we should be able to make that move around enough. I hope. Okay, it's still slightly wanting to pull up, and that's okay because I know how to fix that. So dish soap helps to make it so that it's not so doesn't separate as much. So we're going to add a little bit of that to it. Oh wow, look how it brings the color out there too. Isn't that crazy how just that little bit of dish soap makes that much of a difference? Oh, just wanted to come off the end over there. All right. That's starting to dry, I think. So I'm going to just a little bit of water on there. It would probably help if I turned my fan off. There we go. Okay, a little bit of water so we can push that color back around enough so that we can actually play with it. Okay, let's do all right. We're gonna stick that one down there. All right. Hopefully this didn't dry and will allow me to pull it up. Science class at 7:24 a.m. Friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please. Let me know that you like what you're seeing. Make it so that other people can get a chance to see and come play with us as well. I want to remind you that tonight we're only going until 11:30. After that, we'll go over to Salla, and I have pinned Salla's link up at the top. So if you plan on leaving at some point and want to go to Salla's, then you might want to click on that so that you have it open for when it's time to head over there. All right. So, are we ready? Ooh. Look how pretty that is. I love that. That's this color is so pretty. This is the peacock. All right, so there's that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this off and set it off to the side. And I am going to turn on my fan because this time I do want to dry this. Hopefully this works the same way as acrylic paints do on here. I'm thinking it should. because Karen says it works pretty much the same as far as regular painting. So let's hope that that's the same for the gel plate. Okay, all the spots are dry. So I'm going to put, hopefully these colors don't clash like big time. But if they do, they do. It was an experiment, right? Okay. And because we already have that soap and that base down there, it is not beating up on us like it did before. Kind of made a muddy color, but I think some of that pink will show through there. If we can get the paper down in time before it all dries up. Everybody must be over at Lori's watching her. That's fine. Not a big deal. There we go. It's pretty. You can see a little bit of the peachish color. I think I had too much of the green on there, so you're not seeing as much as the peach as I would like, but I consider this a success. I think it looks good. We're going to leave what's on there because that will just add a little more interest later. All right. Let's try I'm wondering if Lori, I don't know her name, little bit of crafting Lori or something like that. I can't remember. Juju started going over there and hanging out because she felt sorry for her, and I guess that's become the hangout afterwards. So she's a Stampin' Up person and makes cards. I can't remember. I think it's a little bit of Lori's crafting or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember. All right. I think I want to get some, because that blue is so bright, I want to try. Yeah, I know, right? I want to try some more. I want to do this blue again because I really love this blue. But I do want to try some brighter colors because this is so bright. So let's put these away. Well, I'm going to leave these here. Let's get this taken care of first because otherwise it's going to dry up on us. Oops. Got to remember to link this to Karen so that she can see, because it's way past her bedtime. And no, she's not going to be able to watch me playing with my gouache. Okay, let's put that same template down because I really like the, or stencil down. I really like this. Harley, there is nobody here that needs your help right now. We're going to end up with a blue cat here any second. Okay. Give me 2 colors that you think would look good with this blue. 2 colors that you think would look good with this blue. Oh, no, I know. Yeah, exactly. Two colors that you think would go well with this. Thank you, Auntie Cav. No suggestions for me? Purple and pink? Ooh. What's wrong with the blue cat? Auntie Cap, if he walks around, then I have it all over the place. Oh, hey, Zippy. Zippy says orange. Welcome in, Zippy. Okay. Huh. Got a little bit dryish over there, but that's okay. That's okay. Set that one off to the side because we can use that again later. All right. The one thing I'm noticing is that it's pulling up in some spots as I pull it up. So maybe it might be something I need to clean in between. All right, so the first one that came in was purple and pink from Auntie Cap, so we will try that one. So we have, ooh, I have a mauve. Is my purple at the end? Green, blue. Prussian blue. The only purple they gave me was a mauve. Oh, here's violet. Okay. All right. Violet and pink. We have rose. That's crimson red. That's scarlet. Mauve. Okay. So we will do rose and violet. Oops, that's the wrong way. Look, messy. Hey, Sarcy. Could you just pull that from the gel plate? You have to get it, you have to reactivate it because it's dried out now. So you reactivate it and then that's what pulls it back up. Rose and mauve would probably be really pretty too. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to try and do it so we don't make as much mud as we did with that other one, but still get good coverage. What I like about it is that it works. Like if you're somebody that likes acrylics, then this isn't going to work for you. But if you're someone who likes the watercolors, I think it works better because if you notice, we're getting a lot more. There's some spots where it is kind of transparent, or not transparent, translucent. Translucent, is that the word I'm looking for? I think I want to try one and see too without putting the yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Yuta. Instead of smearing them together. Oh, but this came out pretty. Kinda. It's dark. Oh wow, that's way different looking than what I'm seeing. I'm seeing more of like up in here is really dark. Has a different feel to it too. It's like a softer. It's a lot softer than what the acrylics feel. It doesn't feel as thick either. Not as thick. Okay. What was the next one we had? We had purple and pink. We have orange from Zippy. Yellow and green. Let's do orange, yellow, and green together. So we've got our peacock. Let's put that one back. Oh, there's a purple red here too. Mauve. Violet. Okay, so we want orange, yellow, and green. That's orange, red. Orange, yellow. Do we have an orange, orange? Vermilion. Yellow deep. Okay, let's do the orange red. I think that's going to be the closest to like an orange. Yellow. We have yellow deep. We have yellow mid. Yellow pale. Lemon yellow. Let's go with the mid yellow. And then we have a pale green, a sap green, a green mid. Let's go with the green mid since we did the yellow mid. I have a feeling that those will go together a little bit better. All right, let me get back onto our chat here. Translucent, see-through, opaque, not see-through. Okay, that's what I was thinking, that it was translucent, because transparent is like a transparency where there's no color there whatsoever. You can see like completely through it. It is Halloweenish, isn't it, Frida? I keep ending up doing that. I'm not quite sure what that is lately. Purple is blue, so it ate your lighter blue. Oh, okay, that makes sense. See, I don't know. I'm not real familiar with these, with all of the color theory and stuff. So, that's something I need to definitely keep in mind then. I need to see if I can get the hubs to get the WD-40 this and get the squeaks out of it, because I don't know about you, that's a little annoying. Just a little bit annoying. Okay, let's pull a different stencil. You know, what's funny, Frida, is I'm not trying to do Halloween. Like, It's crazy. It's like I'm not trying to do Halloween colors, but they're coming out Halloween colors. It's kind of weird. But hey, we're talking about me, right? So weird is normal. Okay, that definitely dries a lot faster. No WD-40? Okay. See how it's reactivating the inks that are the paint that's on my hands on the back of this? All right, that pulled up a little bit more color there. I hope that didn't mess that up right there, though. Okay. I'm gonna let that dry. I just turned my fan on to make it dry faster. Well, thank you. That looks really pretty, doesn't it? That right there is just absolutely gorgeous. A couple wet spots that are not wanting to dry. Okay. Thank you for noticing. It's so sweet of you to notice. Okay, so if I'm going to do ombre, let's do it rainbow color, right? So red, orange, yellow, then green. Yeah. Let's start down here. I have got so much ink from playing with stuff last night and then playing with stuff today, and my fingernails are just like trashed. Yeah, it is, but I turn it off in between. I turn it on long enough for it to dry the plate, and then I turn it off after that. Purple and pink. Kind of darkish. Didn't turn out the way I expected it to. Okay. Yeah, I did. It dried between layers. Hey, Lori. Your stencil seems to pull up the paint. It means that area has dried to it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, are we ready? Oh. Okay, that side had dried already where the green was. But the orange and the yellow came out really nice. There's not, even when I look at it right here, there's not much of the blue there anyway. Let's see if we can get that to kind of pick it back up. There we go. That's better. The green didn't come out as pretty. I'm thinking maybe a lighter green next time instead of the that green, but the yellow and the orange came out really pretty. Very pretty. Okay. The crack does look kind of cool, doesn't it? Gives it a little bit of a grunge feel. Hey, Steph. All right. Okay. Yep, that's true. So I need, if I want it to really show up, then I have to stay away from colors that are close to it in the color wheel, right? So like a yellow, orange, red. I mean, when I spritzed it, it showed up better than it did over in here. And it's more, I don't know if you can see that. Do you see how it's more like watercolory over here from when I spritzed it than how it is over here? Since I'm just playing, I want to see what happens if we spritz it. What's she crying about? Babe? Hold on, guys. Loud noise. I can't get his attention. He's got headphones on. Of course, I threw something at him and I completely missed him. Pencils, you push the top and the lead comes out. The mechanical pencils. Oh, okay. It changed the look of it a little bit, didn't it? It's a little more, it looks kind of almost like batik-ish. I don't know. It made it look like there's a grain to it because of the, like you can see where the water spritzes landed on it and kind of changed it. It makes it almost look like it's a fabric, especially like right in here. Yes, I do have the baby oil. Didn't think of that. Okay. I like what the water does to it. I think that's cool. Hang on, let me see what's wrong with the dog. Sam? Hey. What's wrong? You go outside? Can you go? Can you get up? Come on, old lady. Good girl. Let's go outside. Come on, outside. Come on. Outside. There you go. Okay. Sorry about that. Will it transfer to other paper? I don't know. Let's try spritzing it again and see. We're only playing. It's only paper. Can't hurt, right? Okay, let me give it a second to kind of soak in. Granulating effect, yeah. This is artist gouache, though, so it's more like it reactivates with water, unlike the acrylic gouache. A little bit, just where the ink or where the paint was thicker, but it did thin it up in that area too, so it's not as thick there. Hey, Jay. Welcome. Now it's even more so granulated and textured looking than it was before. And then over here where I sprayed water on it and lifted it, it's got more of that like watercolor look. That's pretty. Walgreens brand 32-pound paper on sale, $750 for $549. Wow, that's nice. That's pretty cheap. Since we're in a spritzing mood, but it's a different texture, isn't it, than just a regular acrylic paint? I don't know. I'm not, yeah, I don't get it either. I really like the texture that it gives it. Like, this would make a really pretty page in a journal. So again, we get that like granulated textured look wherever it landed. And it seems to have brought out more of the pink than was there before. I don't remember seeing that much pink in it after I pulled it. All right, well, let's take a look at what it will do to the purpley one, especially since this one came out so thick. This one I'm going to get wetter and see if we can pull. Or transfer, I guess, not pull. Yeah, me too, Yuta. Hey, Dana. So it did transfer quite a bit of it, and you can still see some of the pattern in it. It lightened it up quite a bit. The pattern is still apparent in the lighter colors, but not so much in the darker color. It did something interesting right there. Kind of feathered out a little bit, more watercolory on the edges. This would be fun though to pull like a, you know, to put it down on top of another stencil to fill in this, you know? Yeah, definitely, Frida. That's a good idea. Oh, that still says Debbie Epps. It's not Debbie Epps this week. It is, I think it's Beth. The 12th, I think it's Beth. Beth Schuler. Okay, that's really pretty. All right, let's try with this. Let's try something, another stencil with it. What color do you think would go good with this that would show up on it? Like a yellow? Maybe that deep yellow that's kind of almost a yellowy orange. Yellow deep. Van Gogh's Starry Sky. Okay, let's try a yellow. Oops. No, we didn't say ginger. We didn't say we wanted a ginger. No, Harley, I do not want you jumping. Ah! Ugh. Thank God there was no paint on there. That would have been one messy kit. One messy kitten. Have I tried using household supplies to make marks yet? No, I have not yet. Yeah, ginger. I have not tried. I did something with some circles and we ended up making little ornaments out of it. But I haven't done anything else yet. I need to like find some stuff to try that with. Oh, bubbles. Tiny bubbles. Well, that is very autumn, isn't it?
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?
Okay.
What are you doing, mister?
Let's try this one. I'm going to spritz it a tiny bit because I know that that's going to be a little dry. Yeah, the footprints would be everywhere. Is that what color that is, Steph? It says deep. It says yellow deep. It's a pretty yellow. I'm not a yellow fan, but that's a very pretty yellow. Okay, that came up pretty good. All right, and I want to pull it on this, so I'm going to spritz just a tiny bit more so we can have it wet. Dreaming of squeaky toys. Now see here, that's orange. That's like an orangish color. It's not yellow like what you You can see a little bit of it, of the pattern right there. It's not a brilliant enough color to, or vibrant enough color to stand up against that orange or that purple, but it does show up well in the other spots. That'll make a fun collage type paper. Yeah, it does look really yellow, but it's more of a it's almost more of a brown. That's a little closer to the right color, but still isn't quite right. It's more, it's almost, it's not even like it's like a, it's like almost like a ginger color. Honestly, it's almost gingery. Hello, Jane. Welcome. All right. What should we try on this one? Yeah, and this one definitely leaned to brown. Like maybe if I would have gone with the mid yellow. Oh, that's the yellow deep. Yellow, this yellow mid, maybe that would have been stayed more yellowy. What should we try? What color should we try with this one? Yeah. Yeah, because it is because the water reactivates it, it does. So that does affect the color just a little bit, yeah. Pink. Okay. Just pink by itself? Should we do the rose? Yeah, let's do the rose. I think that rose will look really pretty with it. Pink, pink. Okay, we're doing pink. You really don't need to twist my arm in order to get pink onto something. Pink is my color. Ooh, that's pretty. It still has a little bit of that yellow, so it's probably going to pull some of that yellow up too. In fact, I know it's going to pull some yellow because oh, that's pretty. Where's that?
Gdansk, Poland.
Poland. Okay, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Are you muting me stuff when I use the brayer? Jane, because it's a kind of watercolory, it's just liquid dish soap, and it makes it so it doesn't spread out. That's kind of cool. Oh, Frida says, "Hey, Ginger hubby."
Hey.
Hey. I'm surprised it didn't turn more purpley. Okay, so we've got this part here. Ooh, look at that. Coffee time. Are you up for the night? Should I think I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of water and print that on a piece of paper because that's really pretty. And I can see, can you guys see some of the yellows in there? They call me mellow yellow. Oh, yeah, this is my fave. Look at that. That's pretty. I love the crackliness, but then over here, kind of watercolory. Very textury. Very textury. That's fun. I don't want to, this isn't one that I want to do anything different to. I think that's pretty just the way it is. And look, we still have some. Isn't that gorgeous? So, since we still have some, and we have this guy, oh, they went back to sleep. Okay, well, there's no brayering on this one, so you should be okay for a second. Didn't quite do what I would expect. It just looks messy. It did get a lot of detail in it, didn't it? But it just doesn't look as pretty as I expected it to do. Well, Jane, you got to get it out and start playing with it. This one. It's so soft feeling. Jane, this is the... Hi, Lori, no problem. We're just playing with gouache. Look what we've been doing. So we did this. And this. This isn't one of the prettier ones, but it'll be fun to play with. This is my favorite. That one. I feel like we need to do something to this, but I don't know what. Hey, Salla. There's that one. That was just a regular, we can mess with that one a little bit. And we got this one we can still mess with a little bit. And that's all we've done so far. So we can still mess with these two. And I think we can play with this one a little bit more. We got about 10 minutes. Good night, Yuta. Thanks for your input. I appreciate it. Let's do something to this. Should we get some orange and some pink on here? Maybe a different design. Let's go with something maybe a little more florally. Copper stencil over purple one. Oh, okay. I do have that copper that's metallic, huh? Okay. As the first pull or the second pull, Steph? Look at that. I think that's going to look gorgeous on there. Okay. I don't remember. Oh, that was the rose stencil. Look, oh my gosh, guys. I don't ever want to wash it. I don't think I want to use it again. Look how pretty it is. 10 minutes and then we go over to Salla. Second pull, Sarcy? Okay. That's so pretty. I wonder if I should, if I spritz that, I should be able to get it to possibly go onto the paper, right? Okay, where's the one I wanted to do? I just pulled it out, didn't I? No. I saw Steph's comment and then got sidetracked. Okay, what do you think about this one over top of that? Give it like a viney look. I've got that one that we can do, or there's this one that is more. So we got that one, or that one. 2, 1. 2, 1. Oh no, Cap. 2 or 1. Yes, girl, yes. Look how pretty my brayer is, too. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too. One. I don't remember which was one. I think this was 2 and this was 1, right? Was that 1 with the flowers? And that was 2, I think. I don't remember. Flowers or no flowers? Your friend's a dork, sorry. A dork and proud of it. No. No what, Steph? Oh my goodness, look at that color. No flowers. Okay. No flowers, just flourishes. Out of my way, please. Ooh, boy. That'd be pretty. Yeah. It's almost more gold though than a like a real copper, you know? Okay. The negative print is not much to look at, unfortunately. Oh, but look at that beauty. Oh, you know what? I haven't, but that would give it a little bit different. This is a copper. I don't think this is going to work like this, like the other ones, because this is an acrylic. Normally to get it off, you have to have, it has to be wet. And by the time I get done pulling it, it's not really wet anymore. So we will see if this works. Hopefully it does. I'm hoping that since it's the gel plate, that it'll do it a little bit differently than it would if it was just something else. It's sticking down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. You don't want you to see it yet. That's pretty. So it went from something that I was not overly pleased with to wowza. Yeah, I don't think I'm that fast. That's pretty. And look what we have left. We've still got a little bit of pattern in there. So what do you say we put some black on it? Or will black not work? It does look royal, doesn't it? I don't think black will work. I don't think it'll do what I want it to do. I'm worried it'll wash out the metallic color. My purple's too dark. A red, maybe? Should we try a red? Aw, thank you, Salla. Salla, when you're ready, pop back in and let me know and I'll end, okay? Pale blue or aqua something. I have a cerulean blue. Yes, Vale. And then I have that's cobalt blue. I think cerulean's the lightest I have. We can try that because it's one of my favorite blues, but this peacock is like really pretty too. So, oh, I'm sorry. The copper color is I got it from Amazon. It's Metacrylic Aura, and the color is 009 copper. I'll hold it there so you can take a screenshot. Got it? All right, let's try this blue. Hello, Lana. We've only got a few more minutes here, and then when Salla tells us that she's ready, then we will head over there. Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true, Steph. I didn't think about that. I can make it lighter by adding water. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. So I can tell it's getting dry when it starts picking up and the color's not wanting to stick. So that little bit of water will help spread it out a little bit better. And it's not going to disturb that color below the metallic because that was a acrylic. Did she go live already? Okay, she said she needed to get stuff set up. Okay, let me pull this and then we will take off and head over there. Yeah, that's really pretty. And it didn't lose its metallic with the paint, the blue added to it, because it was on the bottom. That's really pretty. Really pretty. All right, my friends. Salla's link is up at the top. I'm going to head over there and because I'm her mod and I will be over there. Thank you, Steph. There's Steph just posted that copper paint color. Thank you so much, ma'am. You are the bomb diggity woman. I'm going to be over at Salla's hanging out with Salla's. When she's done, then I'm done. I'm going to bed so that I can try and get some videos recorded tomorrow and get those uploaded because I need to start doing stuff for my design team again before she starts getting mad at me. I don't think she would, but I don't want to push it. So thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for giving me suggestions and allowing me to play and helping to build my confidence. I love y'all and I will see you over at Salla's. Bye.